don't want is that the minute you judge them in some sort of way or say something, they completely shut down. And I know, like, with you and I, not that, he's judged me in any way, but there's many times that he'll say something to me that I may not like, and I completely shut down. And if I don't have those conversations, then we will never revisit that conversation ever again.
Exactly. So it's recognizing where the issue, but how do you get into that? And that's where we talk about a judgment-free zone. So how a judgment-free zone works is you choose together. First of all, you first have to agree that you want to establish a judgment-free zone. It shouldn't be a one-way street. It shouldn't be one person. It needs to be both of you that say, hey, can we agree to have a judgment-free zone? Because we're constantly being judged everywhere. Now you have to establish your whys. So your conversation should go similar to this. Of course, in your own words, this is your own personality. Can we agree to have a judgment-free zone? Can we do that? Where do you think can be a judgment-free zone?
Your judgment-free zone, in my opinion, me personally, can be anywhere.
Yeah, it can be your living room.
It can, you can be anywhere. Let's just say something happens or something you want to have a discussion about. Your judgment-free zone can be anywhere at any time. You could be at a restaurant. It doesn't matter.
Or inside the car.
Correct.
But it's that one place that you establish as your judgment-free zone. Now, once that is established, you have to have some ground rules about how that judgment-free zone works. That judgment-free zone works that once you step out of that, it's kind of like Vegas. What happens in there stays in there, and it's never again to be brought back up. It brings a full understanding of who you are and how the things that you enjoy, the things that you may want to experiment with.
And get everything out in the open.
Absolutely.
Do not give bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Absolutely speak everything that you want, and everything that you want to talk about or everything you want to let out, do it at that moment in time. Because I feel that it's just really important that when you're having that conversation, that you explain to your partner, listen, to me, this is really important and I really want you to hear what I have to say. And please don't pass any judgment, because this is what I want, this is what I want to say, this is how I've been feeling, or this is maybe how you make me feel, and those are very, very important and very valid conversations to have, no matter what you're going through in your relationship or something that you want to experience with the other in your relationship.
And never leave out the whys. You can go into the things you want, but you got to explain why. Maybe even go a little bit deeper as to when something like that first surfaced. When did you first have a certain liking towards a certain type of fetish or something like that? Where did it all start from? You owe it to your partner who you've decided to spend the rest of your life with, or at least go into a relationship with. You owe it to that partner to get the full story as to where you are. A lot of times we clam up because we're fearful of being judged. And there it is again with the why we need a judgment-free zone. But once you've established that, and it's not going to be comfortable the first time, it's going to be a little bit awkward, and you take baby steps. You don't just jump in and just like throw everything on more than the person can handle. You can say, okay, we're just going to take 10 minutes, and I'm going to say one thing this first time around. And every time you have something you want to get out, you say, hey, can we go into the judgment-free zone? Because there's something I want to tell you, or there's something I want to ask of you.
Or you want to maybe say, like, this is what Bertram tells me. I'm always saying this because this is stuff that really happens, okay? Bertram's like, now, I don't want you to get on the defense. Don't get defensive. Now, what I'm about to tell you, this is how he starts the conversation. And at that point, I'm just like, okay. Yeah. But even if you strike it up that way, because maybe it's something that maybe the other one, the other person, it's going to strike a chord within them.
Truth hurts.
Yeah. And it's so true. When you're in a relationship, I mean, telling your partner, your lover, anyone that you're in a relationship with, the actual truth. And I'd rather somebody tell me the truth than to be constantly lying to me or just constantly keeping secrets from me.
So on that topic of being open and honest and sharing these types of things, what you really want to establish is that comfort level where you can talk about anything, and it has to start somewhere. So we hope that we've shed some light on that. If there's any questions you have on how to dive a little bit more into that judgment-free zone, because I've had some of the men, particularly the men that says, I could never talk to my woman like that, when I give them certain examples. And you'd be surprised as to how open-minded your partner can be, but you have to both agree where your boundaries are on what you can talk about, and then slowly progress into more advanced conversations. So we hope we've opened up your eyes to that level, because there's so many things you're going to hear in episodes to come where we talk about being open and honest, and the folks where their relationships are working really well is because in the beginning of their relationships they said that they wanted sex 4 times a day, 5 times a day. They established their boundaries and what their requirements were in the beginning of their relationships, and their relationships are flourishing and growing stronger.
And not only that, whenever you have that communication and you're having those conversations, just remember that once you are speaking about it, you're actually taking your relationship to the next level, which is something that we've talked about through our episodes as well too. So just remember that. No judgments, no matter what the conversation is. It can be hard. I know. I can say that. Okay? It can be hard, but it's very, very important in your relationship.
How you come out from the other end is always going to feel so much better. So on that note, we thank you once again for joining us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we look forward to sharing so much more with you to come on yet another episode of Becoming for Men
and